In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple product for your popWeb online store. So what is the difference between simple products and variable products? Well, a simple product, in the case of this gin, is something that is bought as is. There are no options and no variations like size or color or anything like that. The product has a name, it has a price, and if it's applicable, a sale price. It'll have a short description, and that's it. The user simply decides how many of the product they want and add it to the basket. At the bottom here, there is a longer description, and there's a place where you can leave reviews. So let's dive right in and see how we can create a simple product. So first of all, log into your WordPress dashboard, and then on the left-hand side, look for the products menu and click on that. All your existing products will be listed. All you do is click on the Add New button at the top. Now we're going to give your product a name, and this one, it's going to be a bottle of wine called the popWeb Pinotage. So wine is a very typical example of a simple product. It has no variations and no extra options. So this space over here is for the long description. The long description goes at the bottom of the page. So this is where you would put your tasting notes, etc. Now let's go down to the product data. So we can see here we have a drop down where we can select either a simple product or a variable product. So we're going to go with the simple product. Firstly, under the general tab, we're going to give it a price. It's going to be 100 Rand, and if applicable, a sale price. So let's say 75 Rand because it's on sale. Very, very simple. The next tab we have is inventory. So this is optional, but firstly you need an SKU number or a stock number. If you have a large number of products, this makes life a lot easier for you to A, find your products in a very long list, and also find your images. So this one's stock number is going to be called ABC275. You then have the option to manage stock using this dashboard. If I tick that box, it wants to know how many bottles of this wine do we have. So let's say I got a consignment of 50. Then we can allow or not allow back orders. So if you know that you have a steady supply, we can allow but notify the customer, or just allow. So let's say we want to allow but notify the customer. So in that case, an automatic email will be sent to the client saying this item is on back order and will be available in 2 weeks, etc. Next, we have a low stock threshold. So a low stock threshold is a message to you that tells you that there's only very few of this item left. So let's set it to 5. So when there's 5 items left, you will get an email. Right, the next one is shipping. Let's click on shipping. This is optional if your shipping is very complex and you have a specific pricing table relating to your weight and your dimensions. This is where you would need to put that in. So it's 2 kilograms, the length is 10 centimeters, width is 10 centimeters, the height is say 30. And this will all come into play if you have complex shipping. If you just have a flat rate, you do not need to fill this in. And that's all you need to do in terms of your product data for simple products. But the next thing to do is your short description. So in your short description, this goes at the top of the page below the title and the price. So this needs to be short and fairly punchy. Right, what's next? Let's go over here to the right-hand side and see what we need to fill in here. All the stuff at the bottom you needn't worry about, but what is important is product categories. We need to categorize this bottle of wine, and I'm going to put it into the category called drinks. So this is why it's very important to pre-make all of your categories and subcategories. Next are product tags. These allow the user to search for your product and it's also really good for Google searches. So we're going to put in Pinotage, enter, wine, enter. You can also separate it with commas. I prefer just to press enter and load them underneath here. Wine, red, and let's do popWeb as well. And finally, the most important is your product image. So that's that big image over here. All right. So we need a bottle there. So we're going to click the set product image. You can see that I haven't uploaded it. I forgot to upload it. Not a problem. You can just click on upload files, select files, and go and find your product. Now you'll see, here's my bottle of wine, and you'll see that the file name is the same as the SKU or product number. If you have a lot of products, you definitely want to do this. Now I'm going to click on open. It's going to load it into my media library, and you'll see that it puts that stock number, that SKU number, into the title field here. And this allows you to search when you have a large number of products. So let's click on set product image. Note that it has a tick at the top right hand corner, and I'm going to I'm going to click this blue button. You'll see it comes up here. Now we can also add some more images underneath it that'll form a little gallery. So I can click add product gallery images. Now I don't have any at the moment, but let's just choose any old images. I'm going to select this one and then hold down the shift key and select the other images that you want. I'm just going to select these 4 randomly and click the add to gallery button. And you'll see that those 4 images come up as part of what we call the product gallery. And that's it. Once you've done that, select publish. And once it's published, you can click the view product button in order to view your product page. And this is how it looks. We've got our title over here. We've got our normal price and our sale price. We've got our short description over here. It tells you that there are 50 in stock and it can be back ordered. And here is our product gallery. Not exactly Pinotage, but you get the idea. And underneath here, under description, we have our long description, which goes at the bottom of the page. This additional tab does not need to be there. It's the weight and the dimensions. We can choose to display that or not. And then we've got reviews here. Note, if we edit the product, can you see this little button at the top here? We can now edit it directly from the front end if you need to get to something quickly. This will only work if you are logged in. And that is a simple product. If you have any questions, please email support@popweb.co.za.